Algeria is battling infections from both the Delta variant and the Omicron variant. On Wednesday, a surge in COVID-19 cases prompted the government to close down schools for 10 days. The situation is alarming, given the fact that the numbers are increasing exponentially. This is causing crowding at health facilities, particularly in hospitals and in intensive care units. If official figures show Algeria has seen over 6,000 COVID-related deaths, even members of the government scientific committee admit the figures likely result in an underestimation. The figures that were announced by the Ministry of Health are high and they exceed 1,300 cases. But in fact, they do not reflect the reality. A large number of people do not have significant signs and therefore have not deemed it useful to get tested. Others have been deterred by the PCR or antigen test costs. In all cases, the real figures are much more important than those given officially.
Les chiffres réels sont beaucoup plus importants que ceux donnés officiellement.
The decision by President Keita came the same day a record number of Omicron cases was reported. Universities and health authorities are to decide whether to continue with in-person classes.
Authorities in Ghana have started clearing the site of a major explosion that resulted in at least 17 dead and dozens of injured. The explosion happened on Thursday when a vehicle carrying explosives collided with a motorcycle in the village of Apiate in western Ghana. Vice President Mahamadou Bawumia visited the site on Friday and reaffirmed the determination of the government to assess the situation and send help. The explosion created an enormous crater on the site. Dozens of houses and buildings were also destroyed by the blast. The village has a population of about 500 people. The truck was carrying explosives to be used at the Chirano gold mine.
Mali held a state ceremony on Friday for former President Ibrahim Boubacar Keita, who was ousted in a 2020 coup and died last week. Interim Prime Minister Shogel Maiga attended the ceremony in a military camp in Bamako, where the ex-leader's coffin was draped in the Malian flag. After he left office, he saw the negotiations, the situations that were becoming more complicated, that must have saddened him a lot. And he left with his sorrows in his heart. Mali loved him and it is now being sanctioned. He did everything to ensure that the transitional authorities could benefit from all possible support for the people of Mali, for the continuation of the work that he had undertaken for our country.
Papa, chef,
Dad, boss, my president, my friend. I am overwhelmed by an indescribable feeling because I imagine this day to be far away. Despite our countless discussions on the subject and the sessions during which I recorded you for posterity, you instilled in me a love for this country, Mali, which you cherished so much and for which you were ready to give everything and to forgive everything. Thousands of people also gathered at the former president's residence in Bamako to pay their respects. Keita, who was elected in a landslide in 2013 and won re-election 5 years later, died aged 76 on Sunday. Army officers drove him out of power in August of 2020.
It is a great day here in Minawao, northern Cameroon. The ticket may be small in size, but it has an enormous significance. Here in the Cameroonian refugee camp, these Nigerian girls have sparkling eyes. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and the Confederation of African Football have organized a once-in-a-lifetime treat. The all-female team, ranging in age from 15 to 20, attended one of Nigeria's march.
Since the time that they informed us that we were going to support our team, Algeria, we was very happy Since we entered to the car, we are starting moving, we are smiling. We did not be angry at all, and then they win. And then again, we are happy. We are very happy with them. We are wishing them to bring their cup to Nigeria.
Since they came to the camp, I think they were 7, 9, 10 years old when we come to the camp. Now they are 14, 17, 18. It is the first time for them to go out of the camp. It is an adventure for them.
Attending this One Africa Cup of Nations fixture was a first for the girls. Usually they are not on the terraces but rather on the pitch. Since they fled Nigeria with their families years ago because of Boko Haram, football has become a passion of theirs. Players like Christine hope they will receive new equipment to follow their passion.
Sometimes when we are playing, we don't have a shoes of playing. That's why it's a problem. Sometimes we can have a pain in our leg. Sometimes we don't have a jersey, we just go and play with our clothes like that. So if it is possible, we need a shoe and jerseys.
The camp where the girls live opened in July 2013 at the height of the Boko Haram insurgency. Now it houses some 70,000 people. All of them, starting with the girls, will closely follow the Super Eagles.
In Senegal, local elections are taking place this Sunday in what many see as a test for President Macky Sall and the opposition. Ahead of the vote, Dakar residents share their expectations. In Dakar, for some, it is well maintained because there are green spaces, there is security as in the city of Dakar. But on the other hand, in the suburbs, you don't find all that. There is vagrancy, banditry, aggression, insecurity and pollution. We expect the mayors who will be elected to remedy all this. If tomorrow in Dakar we have a mayor who is an opponent of the state should let this mayor work, because cities should be managed by mayors, whatever their political position. The previous mandates did not bring anything. They don't bring anything because it's a bluff to me. And most of the time you have to be with the government to work. When you are not with the government, you are very often blocked in your projects. Health Minister Abdoulaye Diouf Sarr, an ally of the president, is running for mayor in Dakar. He's facing 5 opposition candidates.